6:14, time now for business news, and we say good Friday morning to Mike Eppel with the latest in business. Happy Friday, Mike.
Hey, same to you. Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Market's doing better than me. Yeah. Keeps going.
Yeah, it sure does. It's been quite the start. We're almost at the end of January. We're getting close.
I know, it's almost next week is February. This went fast.
I haven't noticed. Have I paid close enough attention to see if the daylight is lasting longer?
It is.
Is it?
See,
Okay.
Everyone's agreeing.
Awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, yesterday was like the first time we've seen sun in forever. So you know, friends. The markets are doing great right now, actually, Tammie. Let's hope it lasts because already the tech sector, which was crushed last year, is up 10% year to date for the NASDAQ. TSX is up 6.5%. The earnings have been pretty good. The economy is weathering the issues of rising interest rates. And, we do have a number of companies cutting jobs. Let's face it, they're right sizing, if you will. After years of expansion, the latest to announce was Hasbro, the toy company, cutting 15% of its workforce. That's about 1,000 jobs. And Intel this morning is reporting just crummy earnings for the world's largest computer chip company. Intel getting slammed 10% pre-market. But yesterday was Tesla was up by 10%. And the banks are doing well, and the markets seem to roll along here. And they just can't seem to be held back. So we'll see how long it lasts.
Well, we're hearing three letters that we don't hear about often, at least. GIC. They're back.
This is this is kind of interesting. We think we've been in the market for so long because that was the only place you could actually get a rate of return for anything for years. Now, all of a sudden, guaranteed investment certificates are paying for the 1 or 2 year up around 5% plus. It's not bad. It's again, you lock it in for a year, don't have to worry about it. Sleep at night, so to speak. Having said that, the longer you go out, 5 year, you're not getting much there because, again, the bond market thinks that we're heading to a recession at some point and interest rates will come down longer term. Short term, GICs might be something to look at for your portfolio.
All right. Apartment vacancy rates here in Canada, lowest level that we have seen in more than 20 years.
This is amazing. When we talked about how rental prices have been going up and up and up into record highs. Here's your reason. You've got a 1.7% vacancy rate in the city of Toronto. It's less than 2% nationwide. People, were buying homes. That came to an abrupt halt because interest rates went up. What did people do? They started renting. Have we had enough purpose-built rentals built? No, not at all. So the rent is too darn high. And this is an inflation issue, right? Cost of living. If you have to pay that much more. And Tammie, was interesting, new rentals. If you're a new renter to a property, you're paying 18% more than would have a year ago. Think about that for a second. The year-over-year increase is still a little less than 3% for rental costs.
It's crazy. The average rental price here for a one-bedroom, $2,700 here in the city of Toronto.
Yeah, and more than $3,000 for a two-bedroom. And it's just, and that's not just Toronto. You look at other cities, and it's pretty darn expensive.
Yeah. Pretty bad. And lastly, Mike, we have our final story here.
Energy prices.
Just taking a look at it. Sorry, because I forgot. No. Imperial Oil. No. It was a big number. That's why.
Yeah, no, $720 million investment at their Strathcona, Alberta facility to do biodiesel, more carbon-friendly diesel. We've talked about the diesel prices being elevated, lack of supply, Tammie, so maybe over the course of time that'll help the supply for a key conduit for transportation, obviously, transportation costs. The other thing, too, we're just getting earnings in from Chevron, and those were record-breaking for 2022. Chevron earlier this week announced a $75 billion stock buyback. Oh, that was kind of huge, biggest ever, in fact. The Biden administration goes, nice, how about putting some of that back into supply? They actually chastised the company, but this is the same Biden administration that canceled the Keystone XL pipeline when it first came in. Few years back. So you need supply, sure, but you also need pipelines to transport said supply to bring prices down.
And make those stakeholders and stockholders all happy with that buyback for sure. These guys are laughing at me because I didn't get to take a look at my little notes here to see what was coming up next.